Hello. So yesterday's episode was literally, 3 hours long. So what I'm gonna be doing today, a little bit less crazy. I'm just gonna fight some bosses. It did say in chat yesterday, something is approaching, and then the Eater of Worlds actually attacked me again. So what I am gonna be doing is I'm going to just fight up some Eye of Cthulhu's while it's still nighttime, as you can see. Moon's still high in the sky. So I'm going to fight some Eye of Cthulhu's just for materials and money. And then if it says anything about the Eater Worlds coming, I'll show you guys what's up. Okay, so as you can see, we just got the Something is Approaching text. I've been making somewhat of a farm for the mushrooms, just in case they don't actually grow. Sorry, just in case he won't actually reappear, but yeah, he's reappearing. So I won't have to farm up materials. So I got 696 Jester's arrows because I've been accidentally using them. So this is the sort of arena that I made in between episodes. Now, there's normal grass still. This area isn't that large for what I'm trying to do, but basically what I'm going to do is keep him in a specific area, like over here, until he takes a horizontal attack at me. Now when he has a horizontal attack, I'm going to dash as far as I can in the other direction in hopes that he does a straight line movement. Because if he does a straight horizontal movement, the Jester arrow damage will deal insane amounts of damage to him. But basically what we're looking for is one of these bad boys, but where he actually follows me. And my dodge didn't actually work. So yeah, as you can see, he's a bit big for this arena, but it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, that one was really good if we weren't like stuck in between his tail. So I just gotta get him away from the end of his tail. But yeah, this fight shouldn't be too bad. But holy, like his tail just doesn't move. But yeah, I don't want to split him, because it seems as soon as you split him for the first time, he does in fact start shooting projectiles at you. And the projectiles are pretty much what destroys you. I also found out that we don't technically have to fight him in his biome, which is very interesting compared to, you know, normal generations where he'll, or like the normal unmodded, where he'll actually just leave. So I guess what I'm going to do here is get destroyed by some slimes that have spawned in. I'm just going to run really far to the right and hope he doesn't kill all my NPCs. Yeah, this is what we're looking for right here, because if we can get him low enough while he's doing one of those maneuvers, he'll just get like stun locked in it if we break his face, which is pretty much exactly what we're looking for, because he recoils a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go down a layer, buff, and just start obliterating and hope it works. So yeah, right here, see? He's just sort of stuck running straight at me. Very convenient for us. However, I didn't really damage his back quite enough. Ugh, I haven't done enough damage to him. Oh, he shoots fireballs. That's something I did not notice. Oh no! No! Of course there's a really loud car going by right now. Ah, that's a motorcycle, but still. Dang, that was the closest we've actually managed. This guy, he is tough. He's considerably tough. This fight. So, I do think, I'm not entirely sure, but the mod might actually, the Fargo's banner boost might actually affect the damage we get taken from his segments. So like making it so his segments deal less damage. I'm not entirely sure. Dude, these bulldogs. But yeah. So we're just gonna keep doing it. I might summon him again. Just summon him, take him out of the area on a long straight, and just try and outperform him. Now, if you can break his head like 3 or 4 times in a row, he'll recoil to the point in which he doesn't accelerate fast enough to keep up with you. That's kind of what we're looking for here. But we have 34 shadow scales for free from that. Well, not really free. It took a lot of our patience. Do these bulldogs. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing now is probably make some money to buy some buffs from Lucy, because Lucy does give all vanilla buffs, pretty much. So endurance potion, swiftness and stuff, just all that good stuff. So we can get max acceleration, max everything, and some more defense and stuff. So I'm going to be plopping all these bad boys in here. I was also going to summon him by more shadow orbs, but there were only 2 more shadow orbs, so that plan failed. We're going to go with some demonic bars. And then we're going to make the pickaxe, just because the pickaxe will be very convenient for us. And then we might make... I don't know what else we're going to be able to make. I mean, we could make Shadow Mail, but we're going to need to fight him at least one more time. Just for the parts. Is it any demonic bar? No, it's specifically demonic bars. Okay. Yeah, so we might need to fight him again before we could get any better armor. But this might not actually be the best armor I could think of. I might be able to find or discover some better armor. I am going to spend 2 of these to make 2 more upgrades. What these do is it increases the capacity by 40. So it does 40 right now, but if we right click it on it, it adds purple to the bottom. I did 4 for crimson. It adds some color to the bottom left, and it adds 40 for the first enhancement. And then if you can see here, we got the crimson demonic, which are the same. These ones add it to 120, so it basically just almost doubles it again. It requires Hellstone and Topaz, and then there's Hallowed ones, which require every single mech boss. And after Hallowed, you don't really need anything, because you could have just kept making these storage containers. It basically just makes the chests even bigger. So what we're going to be doing... I'm fairly certain we can upgrade this, though. Right? Oh, we could have. I messed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm out some more stuff, try and think of a better strategy, maybe get some gear that's better for us, and then see if we can't fight him and kill the Eater of Worlds, not the Wall of Flesh. We're not going to be able to do that for a while. So we made a worm food. It took quite a while, but we haven't gotten another bad boy spawn yet. So we're going to try and take it into our own hands and fight him. Now, I'm going to see if I can't summon him out here, because if I could summon him out here, it'd be a lot more beneficial for me. So, that's what we're going to do. Nope, we can't. Okay. I'm going to go to the corruption and fight him, start the fight there, bring him back over here, and hope we can't survive the trip. Ow. Lightning hurts. Oh yeah, let me fill these in so that I don't have to jump so much. Stupid fish. Okay, we're gonna start the fight really far over here, and then we'll destroy him. Ooh, wrong weapon. Don't want to waste the Jester's arrows. They take forever to get fallen stars, especially since it's 1 fallen star for 20 shots. 200 shots of holy arrows is definitely the more enjoyable. Okay, so we have the general gist, you know, archery potions and such. Okay, we'll make sure to damage every segment. Okay, this isn't good. Stupid. Okay. The slime spawns are not in favor of me, that is for sure. Okay. Okay, we managed to get to his right side. Now we're just gonna stick over here and see if we can't get over to the new base area, or the arena, more or less. Okay. Woo! This fight's a bit difficult because of the fact that he's just so much faster than me. In, like, every way. If I can just separate him like this, just get him like this. Here we go. Rage. Yeah, see, we got level 1 against Eater of Worlds. I don't really mind, just because this boss isn't that much of a pain any other way. Yeah, we did it! So it was the archery potions in the end that helped us out, but we defeated the boss. Let's pick up all the scales. That boss is mediocre. I don't know. He doesn't really give anything that's that required, especially since he drops scales with every segment, even if you're in expert mode. So it's not really that required to actually kill him. You'd kind of just have to farm out dying to him a few times. So we got the souls, we got the bits. Let's head back. So for the lore bites, oh yeah, so I was using endurance, swiftness, iron skin, regen, and archery. Let us toss these in here, and then we'll read this. Oh, we're at World Evil, that's right. So it's for the Brain of Cthulhu, which we haven't done yet, but we might as well read it. An eye, and now a brain. Most likely another abomination spawned from the... I don't know what that word is. What is that word? Enjoy. How do I do that? Inchoate. Most likely another abomination spawned from the inchoate mass of flesh. Allows the user to teleport, similar to the Rod of Discord while in the Crimson. Placing your hotbar to use it. Teleportation is disabled while Chaos State's active, obviously. You become confused for a few seconds after you use it due to your overwhelming brain power. Okay, so I'm fairly certain this works in the Corruption as well. So I'm going to be putting this probably right here. I'll try it out in a little bit. But for the Crimson, this bloody hell spawned from a formless mass of flesh that fell from the stars eons ago. It is now home to many hideous creatures, spawned from the pumping blood and lurching organs deep within. Yeah, cool lore. Favorite this item to prevent perforated cysts from spawning. So perforated cysts are the things that are used to fight the next major Calamity boss. So let's open the treasure bag up. We just get some more scales and stuff. Oh yeah, and the worm scarf, which is very nice. What can we use this for? Oh, we could just transform it into the bloody worm scarf with the bloody worm tooth. Oh, it increases melee stats. That's nice. What is this used for? No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, it's used for the core of the blood god. Okay, yeah, that's an eternity away. But yeah, so I might as well use this. How do I get this? I think that's something that we buy. But yeah, we can buy that since we're rich. The Dryad should sell it, if I remember correctly. And I do not. I think it might drop. It might be a drop, who knows. But we can actually buy this. Actually, we can't. We can't buy that. We're broke. We're more broke than I thought we were. For the worm scarf, nothing really here is that good. I mean, we can get rid of the frost barrier since it doesn't reduce knockback. So 10% reduced damage taken is way better than just freezing enemies and 4 defense. So we're gonna make up some more bars of demonic power. And then we're going to make... I don't know if we'll make the shadow mail. I know that we're going to make... What is it that requires the scales? Something requires shadow scales. I forget exactly what it was, but I looked at it earlier. What was it? Let me see. Shadow... Dude, we have 193 of these things. Shadow scales. Oh, used to make the Alchemist Charm tier 2. It just requires an anvil. So we'll plop these in there, we'll plop the Alchemist Charm in there, and then we'll do Charm. Then we can craft that. So this increases our chances of not using a potion. Buffs last even longer, and our discount is even higher, but we can use potions that are in the piggy bank. So if we go to Potions section, we'll just grab all of our potions, because why not? Shines, Night Owls, Archeries, Hunter, and then Endurance, and that'll be it for the necessary potions. And we'll just plop them in here. And now, whenever we buff, it'll use potions from in there, which is very convenient. Okay, so looking at our little guide here, we're at 5 completed bosses out of 12 bosses, and we never did the giant clam or Crabilon, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to adventure off into the desert, because below the desert biome's like this, big circle. Below the desert, there's another circle that is the, I forget what the biome's called exactly, but it's like an underground water biome. And it houses the Desert Scourge, like post-Desert Scourge things, as well as an NPC. So I'm going to go fight that guy. Having Bictide armor is very useful for that. So I'm going to head over there, and we'll fight that boss. It's a mini-boss, the giant clam. But, you know, gotta get those mini-bosses in. So something I didn't quite know is that I can actually mine desert fossil right now. So I'm going to get up a bunch of these before we end up leaving. Actually, before we go down a little bit further, right below me actually is the underwater area. And I don't want to go down there and then have to try and come back up and not be able to. So what I'm going to do... Ooh, we found the secret chest. Luxor's gift, dude. It's so good. This is so good. I'm going to make sure to keep that. But yeah, I'm going to get as many desert fossils as I can, because I might want them later on, especially for getting ores. These are really good for getting ores, because you just extractinate them, and yeah, they do a decent job. And I might need them for like a summoner build or something. I think it's actually a ranger build in this, but yeah, this should be more than enough, honestly. Some 600 or so fossils. Ooh, ooh. Okay, my enemy dodging skills are definitely not as good as they could be. Can I please hit this guy? His hitbox is terrible. Okay, I'm just getting attacked by an infinite amount of enemies right now, and I'm probably gonna die. Okay, stop attacking me, please, so that I can switch my armor to the lesser armor and also grab this fossil. Okay, I'm gonna heal up as much as I can before I go down here, because it is an underwater area and it is rather devastating. So I'm not gonna go down there for a minute or two until my health has gone back up. Okay, so we've managed to get a decent amount. As you can see, we have the giant clam somewhere down there, over to the right. The boss tracker is actually very nice. It's a very good mod to have in your arsenal when you're playing modded, or even just semi-vanilla, because it's just so difficult to find some bosses sometimes, especially when they're like rare spawn mini bosses that don't always show up and attack you right away. Like the clam here only attacks in self-defense. So, oh, it's actually right there. I also have a battle potion going, not a battle potion, that would be terrible. A hunter potion going, so I can see everything. We are going to fight this guy further down. But I do want to get rid of the some of these enemies. They do drop some stuff that's useful for us, but holy cow, the amount of enemies. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. So, yeah. I had to use a gills potion. So you only really hurt him when he's got his clam open, but he basically just teleports above you, does a ground slam. So if you just keep doing this, and then he also summons clams. So sometimes you have to be on the move. Yeah, but basically just keep moving around, and he won't kill you. Keep moving around. Keep dodging his clam summons, which will pretty much constantly follow you, but that's not too bad. And yeah. He will summon, like, he will, like, appear really far above you, but then, sorry, not really far above you. He'll appear above you and then ground slam to a level that you're at or lower than you, if you're not at a level. So, like, here I'm at a level, and he'll just go to that level. But if it's above me, like when I'm grappling to the ceiling, he won't actually grapple to there, will fall to there. So, there we go, we killed him, and a new NPC has been obtained. These clams are gonna kill me. Clams do a bit too much damage, in my opinion. Maybe if I was a rogue and I had a lot of hits and I could just knock them back and crowd control them a bunch, and it wasn't in death mode. But in death mode, these guys do a bit too much damage. Especially since we're underwater and I have to deal with all the underwater effects. Obviously with Victide, we're doing pretty good with the water effects because we're designed to be underwater. But if we didn't have Victide, it would be an entirely different story. Okay, now that we've cleared these guys out, let's talk to this guy. He's basically like, you know, your average guy. He does sell desert medallions as well as a summon weapon. This might be the first summon weapon that I use. I'm gonna grab it just so I have it in case I want to be doing like some semi-summon weapon stuff. The coral cannon's also a good idea. What does this shoot? Oh, it just shoots. Okay. So this could be useful. I could definitely get it to be higher damage than that. And then he's obviously got a few other ones, and this one is a ranged weapon, so I'm gonna buy that as well. So we have 2 ranged weapons, and that's pretty good. Now, one thing that's interesting about this biome is it's actually coded to constantly regenerate the water inside of it. So if you try to drain this, it basically just lags a whole bunch should you try to drain it. So we'll probably be able to see that here in a second by how we're draining down here. But these prismatic shards are useful later on when crafting some things, so I'm going to get them now while I can. But basically, you could see that water is actually just appearing out of nowhere over here, and it happens in quite a few spots. So basically, it's just designed so that most cases, there's only a few air spots, which is actually pretty neat. I will get a few more shards, because you do need shards as well. Okay, so back at base, the magical conch summons one of these cute little guys. I obviously only have 1 summon slot, but yeah, they're very cute. They run after you pretty well, and they constantly attack grass, which is nice. Their flying animation is a twirly shell. I'm pretty sure they can do damage while in the air, so that's fairly convenient. Now, I'm gonna get rid of him just because I'm not a summoner right now. The coral cannon just shoots coral, pretty much. It doesn't have ammo, which is very convenient. None of these have ammo. And the shell shooter also shoots coral. Now, it pretty much only works very well underwater. I'll definitely say that. Underwater, this does more damage, and the coral actually goes. So I'm probably not going to be using this. But that's something good to note. Sea prisms, we'll look at these. These allow us to get the mollusk armor, but the mollusk armor requires mollusk husks, which I'm fairly certain don't drop from anything that we can get currently. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, we can create a rogue weapon that's a little bomb. Oh, I get no. This is a yo-yo. Sorry. This is a yo-yo. This is the rogue weapon. That's also a bomb. It's very interesting. Another rogue weapon that upgrades from a previous rogue weapon, as well as a ranged weapon, which is a boomstick upgrade. I'm not exactly sure how well this works. We might be able to try it, but I will have to get a boomstick at some point or another, probably in the next episode. But yeah, it's used to make Tesla potions and stuff like that. Now, Prisma Shards, which is basically just small sea prisms, pretty much. These are used to make sea prisms, and a few decorations, and that's pretty much it. This right here, I'm fairly certain it's a little, like, buddy, but I'm not entirely sure. And then the Navy Stone, I put away the sand, I guess. Navy Stone is used to make quite a few things, as if it was just like a wood or something, pretty much. But yeah, so that's that. Now, as far as building stuff with this goes, probably not going to do it unless I see something that I really want. I'm also probably not going to use those. I just wanted to show them off. The conch shell I might use, but I'll keep it in here anyways. And then I wanted to make a blizzard in a balloon with a horseshoe, because the cloud in a balloon, it doesn't really jump that high, and I don't like having double jumps. So if I have a double jump, I want it to be as good as it could possibly be, just so it's as, like, the least annoying for me as possible. I don't want the triple jump. I want to make that clear. I do not want the triple jump. So having a single double jump, well, I guess a quadruple jump at that point. I don't want to have all three balloons connected to each other. I don't like it. So we're going to make the blizzard in a balloon, and then we're not going to make the sandstorm in a balloon. And then I bought another lucky horseshoe to connect to that, so that we can just replace our balloon right away. Ooh, it's got angry. Almost as good. And then I did do the fossil and get an amber mosquito, so now we have a cute little pet. Very convenient. Now, one thing I'd like to say is I did buy all this from here, and they do cost 10 gold for those and 8 gold for that, so I did dish out almost 30 gold just for this. And if I wanted to sell this, it'd just be 1 gold, so not very worth it. But if you can't find stuff in your world, or you're not really interested in finding stuff in your world, then it can be pretty beneficial for you. But buying potions is pretty expensive as well. So that's going to be it for this episode. We managed to kill the Eater of Worlds. He doesn't have that much gear to get, but next episode we're probably going to be fighting the Brain of Cthulhu. Now, if we're not fighting Brain of Cthulhu, we're going to open up the boss log and fight Crabilon. The Acid Rain is an event that's happening on the far left side of the map, and it happens quite often, but I can't get over there pretty easily, so I'm just going to not care about that until later. Probably before we fight Wall of Flesh is what I'll do it. But for now, just going to fight Crabilon, find a good place to make an arena for him. He's fought in the underground mushroom biome, so we have to find a decent area for him. And what is this called? Sunken Sea. Okay. Here's all the things that he could possibly drop. Oh, so he drops the husks. Okay. But yeah, so we could get the Clam Crusher, which that does a lot of damage. Holy cow. I think that's a hard mode weapon. Clamor Rifle, which I'm not exactly sure. You can fight him in hard mode, so could be either. Like, having a 79 summon damage weapon is definitely a hard mode thing. But yeah, definitely interesting mini boss. But yeah, we're gonna fight Crabilon, which we're going to spawn him with some glowing mushrooms to make a sprout and use it in the underground mushroom biome. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.